it's me, Lee. Hey guys, it's me, Lee. Hey guys, it's Lee with Hey Mr. DJ. Hey guys, it's me, Lee with Hey Mr. DJ. Hey guys, I'm Lee, owner and primary mixologist for Hey Mr. DJ. So I first got into DJing based on pure luck and a little bit of a white lie. I was always really into music in school. I was actually bullied a lot, so putting headphones on and putting on my favorite album or CD or whatever allowed me to really disappear, and music always took me to another world. It was kind of my happy place. A good friend of mine had been DJing about 6 months, and he got a call and someone was sick and there was a local bar that needed to DJ that night, and he said, "Hey, do you want to come along?" I said, "Of course, hang out and meet people and free drinks. What could be better?" At the end of the night, the owner came up, offered my friend a job and said, "Are you a DJ as well?" And I said, yes I am, absolutely. Didn't take long for me to realize that at that point I didn't know how to mix, but I had so much passion and so much energy and so much excitement, they didn't have the heart to send me packing, so they gave me happy hours, and I promised to come in every day, which I did every day when I was off work or when the club was closed, and I would practice, and then I would watch videos and go look at other DJs and memorize their routines, write down their mixes, and then I would spend hours and hours just trying to duplicate the mixes that I heard other DJs that I really looked up to doing when they performed. Eventually I was promoted to head DJ. From there I went on to work for a large number of nightclubs throughout the Midwest, Florida, and eventually LA. What I love most about DJing is the connection and the energy that you create in the room, and it's kind of a symbiotic relationship that you create between you and the crowd. When a room opens, it's empty, there's no energy, and you slowly, methodically build that energy and curate the right vibe, and you get the crowd on your side. It's really about earning their trust. I try to always remember it from a guest perspective. Walking into a room, people are making risk assessments and deciding, do I feel comfortable in this space? Do I feel that this is a place where I can let my guard down and really party? And so volume level, music choices, how you mix, all those things kind of lend towards creating the perfect environment that gets the crowd on your side. And then once you build a dance floor and you start reading the crowd, reading body language, which determines my music programming, then it's at that point a symbiotic relationship, because you're creating the energy for the guests and then their energy is feeding back to you. And then at that point, from there on, it's very much a team effort and it's a party. In terms of wedding and corporate events, I would say my favorite thing and what I find most rewarding is at the end of the night when a couple comes up or their clients come up and I get a hug or a handshake, or people just take a moment to acknowledge how much impact we had on their day. I think sometimes DJs get a bad rap for being stuck in a corner with their nose down in their mixer. And my style very much is total situational awareness at all times. I'm not just looking at the people in front of me dancing, I'm looking at the bar, I'm looking at the people that are seated, I'm watching to see who's been on the dance floor for how long, who's sitting with their arms crossed, and constantly reevaluating how to make sure that the energy is dialed in as perfectly as it can be in that moment, every moment throughout the night. There's a joke that DJs live their life 2.5 minutes at a time, or 4 minutes at a time, depending on how long a song is. I think that's really true. So for me, the most rewarding thing is knowing that I have curated the perfect energy in a space, and I may never duplicate that set. The energy may never quite feel like it did right there in that moment for those people. And that's what makes playing every gig super unique and really special. I would say my style is very eclectic and very malleable. I always like to say I'm a chameleon musically. So I have a personal taste and I always try to put a little bit of a personal spin on things, but I think discipline and room awareness is what makes an exceptional DJ. So approaching a room in terms of what I want to accomplish musically, personally, but also making sure that I'm reflecting the taste and the style of the client, and also always meeting the needs of the room. So really highly adaptable in terms of being able to go from one genre to another, but always finding the smoothest bridge songs. And a bridge song will get you from one genre to another in the most fluid and smooth and seamless way possible. I actually love taking requests, as long as people aren't mean. However, I'm also not afraid to maintain the integrity of the music format we have set for the night. I always take time to get to know the clients, whether it's a wedding or corporate, to find out, have a clear vision of what the expectations are, what general style we're wanting to represent, and what our goals are to achieve. Sometimes it's not about dancing. Sometimes it's really about just creating a very cool, nice background ambience, and at that point you need the discipline as a DJ to pull back and not go for gold, go for over the top, and to the point where the energy is abrasive. So having that ability to be highly adaptable to the environment. So being a Virgo and suffering from hypervigilance, I would say that my approach on all events is very nuanced and very thorough. I'm very adaptable and I can fly by the seat of my pants and change at a moment's notice, but the Virgo in me likes to always go into every event with as much information as I can possibly have about what the demographics are, what the timeline is, so I'm already thinking ahead about how we're going to make transitions happen. For me, it's it's music selection, but it's also programming room energy. And so I'm always thinking about how to find the perfect balance between executing the logistics of a timeline and making sure we hit all those points, but doing it in a way that is the most smooth and organic flow possible. Part of that process is taking the time to meet with clients or meet with a couple and really get a sense of what you want and what your vision is, and getting a sense of what kind of MC style you like and what kind of music genres you want mixed in. And it's also connecting with the venue, doing a walkthrough if we're not already familiar with the space logistically, and also getting to know the coordinator. The relationship between the DJ and coordinator I think is really important, because those are the two that are balancing the logistics and the flow of the event. So the whole back end in all the steps leading up to actually producing an event, I enjoy as much as when the event is live itself. If I wasn't a DJ, I would probably be one of those cheesy travel influencers, just like cruising around the world and trying to get everybody to look at photos of all the amazing places I've been. I love travel. I think that it's very grounding, and it creates a lot of gratitude, being able to step outside your life for a minute and get a perspective of the wider world that we live in. So whenever I'm able, I really enjoy travel, and photography as well is my other hobby. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and hope to work with you at your event.